Tunes aren't you good? All right. Company, Tidge. Let's go. You see it. Y'all know what it is. It's your boys' favorite vets on the Nets. Y'all know what it is. First Formation coming to you with the C.O.B. If you served in the service or anything, it translates across the lines. Close the business. That means it's the end of the day. We about to get up out of there. We about to go. So we about to get to going home. In some cases, whatever your leisure is to sit up and relax, that's what it is. It's me, the boy Trey. You got Bishop the GOAT. You know what? I want to make an announcement today. I'm going back to no Trey Damas. I'm bringing the name back because I'm feeling like we gonna show it in a few minutes. But I'm going back to no Trey Damas.
I was gonna say, hold on, you picking that grade?
DC.
I can feel it in the air.
Wow.
That's what I tell you. Like, what Bishop say all the time? God know the truth. Just wait.
Yeah, God love the truth. That's what I said. God love the truth.
And just watch. Nostradamus is going to reappear. Matter of fact, the next time y'all see me, y'all might see me in a whole, like it might be an aura around me and all that type of stuff. So don't worry. Nostradamus after this week.
Wow. Yeah, me too, CC. I'm like you. Like, wow, bro. Really? That's what we doing? WGO. What's going on, y'all? How y'all living, man? Let's get it.
What up with it, people? He already started off. Boy.
Bad, bro.
Nostradamus is coming back. Nostradamus is coming back.
Let's not do it. Let's not do it.
So in any case, when we left y'all last week, we had made our picks on Saturday, on Sunday, on the early Sunday show to talk about what we thought was going to picks, what the picks was and everything. And as we know, tonight, Thursday night football, reason for the season we're here. We're going to give you what we have as tonight's pick, as well as go over some stuff that's cracking in the NFL altogether that came out. So it should be definitely an interesting show. So actually, let me see. So we can get.
Yeah, pull it up, sir. Pull it up, so they can see it.
Bishop, you must have done well, man.
Yeah, you know I didn't do well because we all had a lot of the same picks. Yeah. I didn't do well like that. No, but
so that's where we are.
Oh, there we go. Oh, but we can see who's on top though.
So that's where we basically. Oh wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Let me see.
Yeah, I was saying this just showing our picks. We need to see the outcome. We need to see the results. The results, sir.
The correct one. But as we continue to talk about it, like so, gentlemen, what did y'all think about this past week?
Trash,
brutal,
trash,
brutal,
trash, straight trash. Go ahead, CC. You go first, man. Because I know I'm gonna let you go first, man. Because
it's rough to be a Cowboy fan. It's like Jerry do a good job of picking talent, but he don't do a good job of picking talent with heart. None of them dudes got heart. Derek Carr got fined for doing the Michael Jackson in the end zone, man, for the crotch grabbing. Michael Parsons, where you at? He ain't supposed to be doing none of that anyway. Yeah, boy. I know it's only 1 week, people, but I'm saying, man, like, whoo, boy, that was awful.
There you go. There you.
Oh, man, I came in last. What's going on?
Let go. That's why they call me the GOAT. Let go.
So, of course, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the standings currently lie. We're going to probably go back and look at what we would have picked from last week so we can get on point. And so that's where we are. Tonight, we're going to talk about the picks in which we plan on having for tonight's game. And then, of course, on Sunday, we'll be back with the rest of the picks. So we'll be even par as well. So, yep, 9-6, 8-7, 7-8. That game. So when you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, I don't know what that's to say.
7-8-9. 7-8-9. And 6-7-8. 6-7-8-9. 6-7-8-9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
7, 8.
8. Yeah.
So So y'all, like y'all said, it was a trash week, and in a sense, top tier talent. We thought what you thought took an L. Dallas across the board. A lot of times, we was good. Like I took Tampa Bay for whatever reason. And then Arizona. That was an interesting game because we was just talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. And
I was just talking about him and Kyler Murray. I said that. That's why I picked Arizona. I said it was a matter of time. I said Arizona. I said I don't think LA gonna go to Arizona and beat Arizona in Arizona.
And it wasn't even close.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Like it was some bad like lopsided wins this week, CC. Like Buffalo, Dallas, of course, which you talked about, 44-19, and then you see the Arizona beat the brakes off of the Rams, which was 41-10. Like who saw that? 41-10 on Arizona. And then who else was it?
The Ravens. What's wrong with the Ravens?
Bro, the Ravens, like that right there, like who
What's wrong with the Ravens,
saw the Ravens losing that game, bro? Like really, like no, honestly, like who saw the Ravens losing that game, bro? Like that don't even make sense, bro.
I had a question, right? So all of us had like a defining moment, I guess you could see, where you look at it. Like you said, you chose the Rams. We chose the Rams, you chose Arizona. Y'all chose Denver for whatever reason. I chose Pittsburgh. And then CC, we chose Philly. He chose Atlanta. Like
yeah. I don't know, man. For me, like I don't know why. Well, I know why I picked Arizona. I got that. I don't know what happened with Baltimore. I really don't get. It was a close game, 26-23, but I just don't get how they allowed the Raiders to come in their house and beat them. I don't get that.
That I told y'all that Derrick Henry move wasn't a good move, but I was thinking postseason. I didn't know it was going to be this early in the season.
They don't know how to use them, CC.
Well, you can't throw him. You can't throw him the ball in a passing league. You need a running back that can catch. You can't throw him the ball.
Right.
He's
don't say that because
he's a liability on passing downs, man.
We can't say that.
Blocker on passing downs.
We can't say that because there's a team that was on here that threw a catching back. And an all-purpose back. Not McCaffrey, Kamara, all-purpose, but an all-purpose back.
No, he's all. He
dropped one pass.
Don't sit here and try to downplay Saquon, Trey. Don't even do that.
I'm just saying he's not.
Your running back making it into the game this season.
He catches more than he drops.
My running back.
I'm saying he's an all-purpose back, but he's not. When you look at Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey, they're like the top tier of all-purpose backs in the league right now. Now. Alvin Kamara, and then Alvin Kamara is not saying is eclipsed by Christian McCaffrey, but Saquon isn't a bad one. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying. But he did. What I'm saying is they get through on the ball, which should have been a walk-in touchdown and a guaranteed win, went from 98% with 2 minutes remaining, less than 2 minutes remaining, to an L, in which I don't. What'd you say?
I was just telling CC he had too much giggle in his throat.
Yeah, I was just laughing because it's only befitting. Because I know Bishop. Because I know the way Bishop think. Bishop was like, "Oh man, them Cowboys, they got beat down. And then y'all took that L. I bet he was like, man.
Yeah, I couldn't say nothing, bro. Like I was so hot, bro. When I tell you when I went to bed on that,
you know what I know he hot. When I throw a jab at him, but he don't respond. That's what I know. Yeah. I know he's hot and bad.
Bro, I do not. I will not. Because that was just the most. And again, CC, like I've been telling y'all since this dude came up. Yes, it is. Nick Sirianni is not the coach for the Eagles.
Man, you blame the coach, but this week I'm not putting it on no coaches, man. The players, man. Like my Cowboys, they didn't play good.
No, you can't blame that on the coach. That a 41
dropped the pass. That ain't bro. Sirianni can't go out there and catch it for you. I tell you that.
44 scrubbing, you can't blame that.
He can't go out there and catch it for you. He can't go out there and tackle for you. He can't go out there, and make a play when you need a play, man. Like That's all I saw. Was, the Eagles was 2 plays away from winning that game. You know,
I was looking at CJ Gardner, and CJ made a hell of a play, stuffing Bijan Robinson in the hole in the gap. I was like, oh, that's a good play. So I was like, they're probably destined to win. And then I looked when Saquon dropped that ball, and stopped the clock and forced them to have to kick a field goal to put them just.
That's the problem. It didn't force us to have to kick a field goal. That's where we messed up. That's why I blame Nick Sirianni. Because, like I said before, the thing of the matter is, why kick a field goal? Why? No, we don't. We are up. Run the ball on 4th down. You'll run the ball on 4th down in the beginning of the first quarter when the game ain't even in jeopardy. You'll run the ball then on 4th down, but you won't run the ball when the game is in jeopardy in the 4th quarter.
Right, so
all we needed was 3 yards. Even if we don't get it, guess what? They got to go 90-something yards to score.
Yeah, they got to go a long way.
And not only that, got 90 yards. They got no timeouts, and you have to no timeouts, and we would have ran at least 20 to 30 more seconds off that damn clock. Because they ain't got no timeouts. So,
but y'all wouldn't have been able to run the ball out the clock because the clock stopped because it incomplete.
On 4th down, that's what I'm saying. They
if y'all would have ran on 3rd down, if you would have ran on 3rd down, that's what would have happened.
On 4th down, the clock still runs on 4th down.
Yeah, but it would have started and it would have ended once the play ended.
Yeah, because it's change the downs if you don't make it.
Change the downs.
Change it down, but it started. But the ref clocks it in once the ball is set. Once the ball is set, it stops. But as soon as the ref put the ball down, he runs. He chops in the clock, so the clock is running. As soon as they get once they get set on the field, the clock is running, and now you going 90 yards. Yes, baby, 90 yards. You going 90 yards. That's 30-something seconds left coming off the clock.
But he went.
And now you have a choice. Now you even make a choice. You either make a.
Sirianni say if Saquon catch that ball, then I don't have to make no. He said I don't have to make no decision. I don't have to make a coaching decision.
True facts.
Or be criticized for my coach.
How you doing, Irma? How you doing? This is the thing, right? Oh, my bad. She said hello to Trey. My bad. This is my thing, right? The thing of the matter is when it comes to that, it's a 50-50 chance you catch that ball. Yes, should he have caught the ball? Absolutely. Should he have caught the ball? Absolutely. But the thing is, as a coach, if it's a 50-50 chance, this, you do. And if you don't know that, this. If he dropped that ball, the clock is stopped. It's dead. So therefore, you have to run the ball. You have to take some more time off the clock. And then I blame the defense too. How do you allow a team go a little over a minute and some change down the field with 4 plays with no timeouts? None.
That's what we do, man. Like it's week 2 though, so hopefully you're working out the kinks. I mean, that's what I'm thinking about my team. Hopefully we just working, but we got to get better effort than that. Like we weren't the only ones with poor effort. San Fran had they had poor effort in terms of defense. Where y'all defense? For a team that talk about defense all the time, y'all defense sure do let y'all down at the most inopportune times. Every time, like Super Bowl, NFC Championship games.
Here come the excuses. Right here, CC. Here you go.
We're getting Hufanga back on the back end, so we're going to say
that. Let me ask you this, Trey. Do you think that y'all go too hard in certain games sometimes, week to week, that y'all can't keep up that level of defense? Because what I see is y'all play real good defense, and then I see, man, y'all struggling.
So, like I said, we're getting Hufanga back on the back end of the defense. He'll come back. We got a nice piece in Mustafa that's sitting in the background, who's going to probably be spelling them here and there. It's just one of those things, man. They the secondary. Like they got away with some things, a few catches here and there, and just didn't make it count, as well as penalties. Penalties hurt us as well because we put ourselves back in there, especially after Justin Jefferson went down. I was like, oh yeah, this should be easy. It's just one of those things. I honestly feel that a lot of that, of course, yes, we got Mason, but Mason isn't the Christian McCaffrey type back like we was just talking about. Mason is a workhorse, but he's not a receiving back, but he's a workhorse. So
I thought if they'd have kept giving him the ball, y'all would have won that game easily. Like I think they went away from. Shanahan get this thing where he got to prove that he can quarterback. Like he got a good quarterback or something. I don't understand the game sometimes. I'm like, man, this guy is running them over, picking up 4-5 yards every time he touched the ball.
Yeah.
Then when it counts the most, you stop getting it to him.
Right.
Kittle had a good game. So I mean, it's just one of those things. It was unfortunate, but 100% of the time that San Francisco loses to Minnesota, they go to the NFC Championship game. So I could take some core. I can take a little. If that's going to be what's going to happen, I take a little.
Don't use that to bet on. Don't use that to bet on.
No, I don't see y'all.
He's a Super Bowl champion of the year.
Another game that was disappointing was Detroit. Like after showing up overtime, first week of the season, this second week, it was like, man, that's not the same Detroit Lions. Like did overtime took something out of them.
But hey, give it to Baker Mayfield, man. He got Tampa Bay hitting on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
He's playing great ball.
Shout out to Todd Bowles too, man. I ain't give him enough credit. I thought he was gonna be out of there, but he's doing all right.
I mean, you got to get, like I said, I mean, the thing is, Baker Mayfield, man, like he leads the NFL in touchdowns right now, passing touchdowns. He got 5. He leads right now. I know it's only week 2, but he leads right now with 5 touchdowns. Him, Kirk Cousins, and somebody else, I believe.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
man, it's good to be so well where people want to win.
It ain't no Brock Purdy. It ain't Brock Purdy. Don't even try, bro. This dude.
Brock Purdy is what?
Brock Purdy is passing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not touchdown. I said passing touchdowns. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Yeah. Y'all had 17 points, bro. Don't
Brock Purdy leading in passing?
In yards, in yards, I think he is.
He's in the top 5 in yards. He was leading in passing.
Don't worry about we ain't finna guess. No, he's not. Passing, he's second. Right now, guess who first? Gino.
Oh, Gino.
Oh, yeah. Gino, like I said,
pretty good though.
Gino be on the come up.
327. Gino's 327. Brock Purdy.
One of y'all mentioned Metcalf last week, man. I didn't expect, but Metcalf. Hey,
I did. That was me. I said y'all sleeping on Metcalf, and y'all was like, yeah. I said that was me. I mentioned Metcalf. I was like, damn, y'all ain't gonna give Metcalf no love. I was like, nah. Yeah, it's Geno Smith with 327, Brock Purdy with 319, and Jared Goff with 307. Those are the top 3 or top 5 is
that's yardage in 2 games.
In 2 games,
man, that's 150 yards a game. I'm not impressed.
Exactly. Dak Prescott is number 4, and guess who's number 5? Dak Prescott got 293. Guess who's number 5?
Hurts.
Garner Minshew.
Oh, Garner Minshew
with 276.
But yeah, I'm not impressed with those numbers. What's going on in a passing league? You're passing for 150 yards a game. That's not good for none of them. Hold on. That's not good for none of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I recant that. That was for that was for week 2. That was week 2 leaders. Yeah, passing season leaders right now for passing is Brock Purdy with 500.
Yeah, I'm
gonna say 500, 250 yards. I was gonna say, man, that's kind of low.
No, on my bad. Brock Purdy is 1. Matthew Stafford is 2 with 533. Garner Minshew is 3 with 5. Matter of fact, he's tied for second with Matthew Stafford. Both of them got 533. Jared Goff is 4th, and then Lamar Jackson is 5th with 520 yards. I knew Dak was too high because they didn't even throw but 1 touchdown, I think. So. Yeah, I knew he wasn't that high. I knew that was wrong.
But Dak could be all right. Dak could be back on the top. Like Dak always at the top.
Not this week.
In the regular season, man. So I don't even worry about that.
Not this week. No.
He happy because he got paid.
Not this week.
You know what I'm saying? He happy he got paid.
I'm sure, but he won't be back this week though.
So when y'all look at it, right? What do y'all think about what presumably could be? Like, is it fair? Is it reasonable to say or fair to say that New England shouldn't be 1-1 right now? Or they're 1-1, right? Yeah, 1-1. They shouldn't be 1-1 right now.
New England? Who they beat last week?
They beat Cincinnati. They beat Cincinnati the first week.
Oh, they got beat last week, but they beat Cincinnati first. Yeah.
Who did New England play? I forgot. Who did New England just play?
They played the Jets. I mean, no, that's today. They played my bad. Hold on. That's who they play now. The New England played week 2 was hold on. Who did New England play? Seattle, who we just talked about.
Yeah,
Seattle.
No, it's cool. I think they earned that win against Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati showed up against Kansas City and still lost.
Yeah,
I don't like Cincinnati, man. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't like Cincinnati because I don't like that you got this quarterback that could take you to the moon, but the coaches don't seem to know what they're doing. Yeah, they don't seem to know what they're doing, man. Week to week, they don't know. I mean, your offensive line, man. By now, you should be taking open auditions for offensive linemen, open tryouts. I mean, you should, for real, you should be like, hey, everybody that you in the what's the other leagues, the UFL or whatever. Hey, we need an offensive lineman here in Cincinnati to protect Joe Burrow. I think that'll take them far, but they ain't even trying to do that.
You think that's the situation now currently that there's just no protection? He has no protection, or
he has no protection, man. Like when it counts the most, they get pushed around all the time. He back there. He got to rush the ball. He can't even set up. What good is to have those weapons, Jamar Chase, if you can't set up and throw him the ball? You can't even set your feet to throw. That's the same thing with your guy, USC guy, Caleb Williams. Now, after 2 weeks, Trey, tell me, don't he look a lot like Justin Fields in Chicago? Same exact thing. It's the team. It's not the player. It's the team.
So I can't say necessarily yet because everyone keeps on talking about it. Yes, okay. And I was talking to Donovan the other day, who's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I was asking him, and he feels like saying Justin Fields is, and I just can't. What I can't wrap my head around is Justin Fields is like passing under 200 yards a game. They're winning because they're the offense. I mean, the defense and the special teams is playing effective ball, but the offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers isn't as effective, mediocre at best at this point. And so he's getting by on the fact of they have a kicker that's going to put the ball through the uprights, and the defense can hold the field. After that, it's like they're not doing anything really. So I really can't say. The only thing difference is Justin Fields is 0-2. Justin Fields is 2-0 in Pittsburgh. Chicago is 1-1 in 1-1, but Caleb Williams has not been eyebrow raising in a good way at this point. So but like you said, maybe it could be the team. Maybe they don't have the right people that's behind them, or I don't know. But it's
the argument. When I say team, I mean the organization. Like they don't make good decisions. And I think they're gonna waste a young man's future if they don't get it together soon. Same thing, like Justin Fields. I'm just gonna put that out there. Pittsburgh ain't had an offense the last half decade since Ben Roethlisberger got injured and was hurt so much. They haven't had offense. They don't move the ball. They don't put up points. That's just Pittsburgh. That's just the way Pittsburgh plays. I'm saying when you look at Caleb Williams, you see him running for his life, making the same mistakes, same moves that Justin Fields made. They got lucky week 1, but they didn't get lucky this past. The boy got sacked 7 times. Who can you throw the ball to if you get sacked 7 times?
Yeah.
But so what did y'all think about the conversation that now we're privy to the knowledge of the conversation between him and CJ Stroud, and it seemed like he was reluctantly to listen or hear or like seemingly like he didn't want to hear what was being said.
So I saw that this morning too, right? And that's just the media hyping up something that ain't even there. They hyping up something that ain't even there. Like I saw it on Facebook first, and then you
didn't get that vibe that he was like, I don't want to hear that.
I mean, to me, and I think what you call it on First Take and them spoke about it the most. For me, I think what it was is that he was frustrated and disappointed. I think it was more so that it wasn't that he didn't want to hear what CJ had to say. But more so is like, man, we lost, man. I don't really feel like hearing anything. I don't think anybody would have been able to talk to him at that time because he was just upset for losing, being that they lost. in my personal opinion, I don't think he was just up for a conversation about the game, because when it's all said and done, when you lose, you just don't want to. You don't want to hear nothing.
I guess I just saw it this way. You've been in the league. This is your second year. This is my first year. I played 2 games.
Yeah.
You ain't done enough to tell me nothing.
Yes, he has. Stop. Don't do that. CC, don't do that.
What has he won, man? What has he won, man?
He ain't won nothing.
About winning.
Hold on, but he is a
winning. Dang.
I agree with you on that. It is about winning. However, he has done something as a rookie.
I mean, he's done something, but not enough to be talking. But he telling me.
Yes, he can, because for the simple fact that what Caleb is already going through. He, in my personal opinion, CJ understands that Caleb is not in the best situation. He knows that Caleb is in the situation in which Justin was just in for the past 3 seasons. So him telling Caleb, bro, don't take them hits, is giving him some insight. Bruh, if you trying to be in this league for a great deal of time, quit taking them hits. That's something he can tell him, because he's been taking them hits.
I can respect that, but as a young dude, you coming into your own, you don't want to hear that. You know, we was young once. We ain't want to hear that stuff. So it's like, I don't want to hear that. Like, let me figure it out, right? Like I think that's his whole demeanor, is let me figure it out. You play your game, I play my game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where it is. You know, like, you can't tell me nothing. I was just first overall draft pick. You wasn't even the first overall draft pick. You can't tell me nothing.
But we know first overall draft pick
don't mean nothing.
But you know, first overall draft pick don't mean nothing.
Because if he's playing like Bryce, who
has been cut, who has been bit, who has been bit, he has been bit. So that's what I'm saying. First round draft pick don't.
Can y'all believe they benched him though?
Hell yeah.
They said Andy Dalton is better than you. Said no coach ever.
You see, like I think it was a good move for right now. It's what needed to happen.
No, I think it's a little late for that. I think it's a little late.
It's only the second game.
No, you let them play. You let them play last year, getting beat up all the time. You didn't teach them nothing. Training camp, you could tell y'all didn't have a great training camp because nobody on your team looked good. You know what I'm saying? And now you want to bench them? I mean, I'm just saying. Like, normally, I don't like what New England is doing with Drake May, because I think he'll score points. But I think it's a good move. If you're gonna go that route, start off before the young man get out there and get his feet wet, put him on the bench.
Again, is y'all look at it from the ideas of a fan and stuff like that. Y'all gotta look at the business aspect of it. When he sit up when they had to gave him the opportunity to try to sit up and be like, okay, I am the person through the year he had last year, even though they didn't win anything, and then he came back in. Andy got there late, or did he? Andy wasn't on the team last year, was he?
Who?
Or he got there late? Andy Dalton.
I don't think Andy was on the team last.
So I don't think they had a capable backup last year that would have been able to sit up and take him for the most part. They do with Andy Dalton in a sense. So it's like he's there now. So it's like, okay, we're not gonna sit up and play with it. And then especially for Canales.
So let's do it this way. What's his name? Peyton Manning sucked his first 3 years. They never benched him. What's his name sucked his first two years. Matthew Stafford sucked his first 2 years. And even when he got decent, they went 0-16. I mean, I'm saying, but they never get benched. You're going to bench this guy. You're going to do more harm than good at this point. You know, it's like, yo, you might as well keep rolling now and let them build up to a champion now, because it's too late.
I don't think it's too late, CC, and this is why I say that, right? Because they showed 2 other individuals who also went to Carolina and who is prospering now in the NFL, one being Baker Mayfield and the other one being Sam Darnold. Now look at where they at. They're in a better situation, at 2 better teams. Now, not only that, but I think this. If Andy, I think this is what's going to happen, because they benched him and Andy Dalton's going to come in. Let's see what Andy Dalton does with the same amount of weapons and same offensive line, all of that. Let's see what he does. If he's able to pull out a win behind the same stuff in which not CJ Stroud, but Bryce Young was doing, if he's able to do something better and get some wins, then it's all about Bryce Young. It is no longer about the
I guess you could measure that, but Andy Dalton should be better than Andy Dalton.
He's an experienced vet.
He's a vet.
Yeah, he's a vet. I mean, he's not the shabbiest of vets either. Like he's not.
He was a beast in Cincinnati. He was a beast.
This guy was a starter. He was a starter in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he was a starter in Cincinnati. He just up and poked at some other people's jobs since then. So
started at the Saints. They had to run him out of town with the Saints.
Saints.
Because he was going to take that. So you know, so it's going to be the same thing. Like that, Andy Dalton might be the new Fitzpatrick, because you remember they had to run Fitzpatrick out of Miami to give Tua some time because he was holding it down, and then they was like, "Hey, we just going to go ahead and let it." Like he was like, "Nah, we just going to go ahead and go with him." Like, we winning. Like, why would you move me when we winning? And then that was the last we saw of Fitzpatrick. So it's just gonna be one of those situations in which it has. I'll say so AP's talking to CC says, real talk, do you think Jacoby Brissett is enough preseason to be starting over the I told you. I
saw the preseason games. He did not do enough to take Drake May was on his game. I think they just made the decision because they was looking at the season was going to be rough. Like, you know, like they was looking at a rough season. Their division is tough. So they were looking at let the young man sit back. I didn't like the move because I thought Drake May played equally, if not better than Jacoby in the preseason.
But it was things in which Coach Mayo said that he wasn't particularly didn't care for in Drake May's performance. It state why they decided, okay, we're gonna go with this, which might have been, like you said, some of it I'm very sure had to do with experience and be like, you know what, we're not gonna sit up and throw him out there to the wolves. We're gonna wait a little bit. If Brissett continues to win, at this point they're 500 in the first two games.
History is known to repeat itself when it comes to Jacoby Brissett. He ain't made it through a full season yet, so just sit back, young man. By week 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there, you're gonna be on the field. Don't worry about it. Really.
So this is my thing, man. This is my question for the both of you, right? We're talking about quarterbacks. We're talking about first-round picks. We're talking about rookie quarterbacks coming into the league. What is y'all's take on regards to, you know, Heisman hopefuls or even Heisman winners, quarterbacks coming in and taking no, this is what I'm saying, Trey, in regards to being
that's what my take is.
No, but I'm saying, being as coming in and getting the starting position, because in my personal opinion, I am, in a way, I think Drake May need to sit behind. I think that's what's wrong with Bryce Young. He should have sat behind someone.
No, man.
And get an opportunity to learn the game more, bro, because it's a different. It's night and day coming from college to the NFL.
Pull up, man, y'all gotta understand something. It's a difference between a Steve Young sitting behind a Joe Montana or something like that, or a Jacoby Brissett sitting behind a Tom Brady, than this guy sitting behind a dude that ain't won no games, man. He got a losing record. What am I gonna learn from him? How to lose? The guy got a losing record.
Do you think that experience?
It's nothing you can learn from that.
So 7 years, right?
No, because I just gave you 2 examples, Trey and CC, in regards to Baker Mayfield being out in Carolina and old boy being out in Carolina, and Sam Darnold, and look at what they're doing now.
Man, Baker Mayfield came in starting, and he took Cleveland to the playoffs. They ain't done nothing since. They made the playoffs last year, didn't they? Or they came close or something. But I'm saying they ain't really done nothing since. And he won a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? Like Baker Mayfield had a jump on thing.
Are you talking about Cleveland or are you talking about Tampa Bay?
I'm talking about Cleveland. He was in Cleveland. Yeah. Baker Mayfield did that. Baker Mayfield did that. So it's not the same him going to Carolina and doing something. We know you can do it. We seen you do it before.
Right.
It's just a matter of, are you going to get it done? We saw that from Baker Mayfield. I'm saying, if they good enough, you start them. Some of them ain't good enough to start. Like Penix Jr., he got the best situation, because if I'm going to sit, I'm going to sit behind Kirk Cousins, who can win in these regular season games, and I can learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you're not going to learn from Jacoby Brissett.
That's what I'm saying.
So I think there's
how to dink and dunk. This dude missed the long pass every time. How to overthrow.
He can he can learn to some extent. Like everything,
Yeah,
I look at
other stuff to learn. CC, damn, bro. God, damn, bro.
So when I look at it, I'm like, what did Jacoby Brissett do to you? Like, what
I
was
know,
the
you got Diddy, bro. Like, let him
Clay, a
live,
couple
bro.
years ago, where did he go? Washington.
Yeah, he was in Washington.
Where did he go? The Commanders.
Yes.
We was hype about it. Like, yeah, Jacoby gonna get another chance. What he did with that?
Injured, didn't he?
What did he do? What did he do with that?
Didn't he get
Before
hurt?
he got injured, what did he do with it?
Okay.
He got his job taken by what's his name?
Was it Heineke? Oh no, it was what's his name? He's not there anymore.
That guy ain't even a quarterback.
No, I thought it was a couple years ago. I thought it was
no, it was a rookie. He lost his job to the rookie.
Yeah, he got his job taken by the other guy. I forgot his name now. But
yeah, I know who you're talking about. What I was about to say is no. So what I was about to say is what happened is he can learn from him, even good, bad, and different. He can learn from him. Like he can look at me like, okay, that's what I don't do. Yeah,
exactly.
Or you know saying, okay, I won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or he was like, okay, I can add that to my repertoire. Oh, I can see that. Okay, that was a move because, like you just said, Brissett has sat behind Tom Brady. And you know what I'm saying? So it is something to be learned or taken away from everyone. Because what we have to take, like we sit up and talk about, because these players don't play how we see them should be playing, because it doesn't amount to wins. But what we got to look at is Jacoby Brissett continues to get starting jobs.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the fact that I'm just wondering why. Like, guess who else always?
You know who else used to get started jobs? Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen used to get started jobs.
I'm just saying, like, it's been a lot that constantly get starting jobs. You know, like the difference is what do you do with it? Like man, take advantage of your opportunities. I'm impressed with Derek Carr. I'm like, I don't know if the Saints don't keep that up. I don't know if the Saints don't keep that up.
But this is my thing, CC. This is why I said and this is why I asked y'all the question, bro. Because I feel like these managers, these general managers, and these owners feel like because of the fact that they didn't pick these, basically because I feel like they didn't pick these number one picks who are Heisman candidates or Heisman winners and things like that, and they feel like they about to pay these dudes all this money, so they have to start them. Like they can't put them on the bench because they're being paid too much money. And like Trey said, now I'm gonna throw these fools out to the wolves, and the wolves gonna eat their ass up like they doing to Caleb right now. I told y'all Caleb was not gonna be nothing because he's in the same predicament as Justin Fields was in, and that man is already running for his life in 2 games. For his life.
So, when you look at it, right, which I think, well, I think it was a time to where that was something which we could hang the hat on and be like, we don't want to throw into the wolves, but in the same breath, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, or have proved that what's his name when he was a rookie, Burrow. Like some people have been able to be Patrick Mahomes. Well, he sat behind Alex Smith for a second.
That's what I was gonna say. Patrick Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith,
but
yeah, it did wonders.
And this is what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that, CC. Now let's talk about the ones that did sit behind quarterbacks that were something, that did do something in the league, and look at what they're doing now. Look at those quarterbacks, the Patrick Mahomes, like the Joe Burrows. You know what I'm saying? Those quarterbacks who sat behind somebody and learned something, you see what they're doing now. They're being more productive. They're being more successful. That's my whole point. I'm saying you keep grabbing these young dudes. They're coming off and don't get me wrong, a playbook is probably one of the most difficult things to learn over off season because there's a lot of info that they're trying to grasp to try even get the grasp of what they're about to do. That's about to be ahead of them in this NFL league. And for you to go from college to go to NFL and learn a whole new playbook, a whole new play style, a whole new coach, a whole new offensive coordinator, all of this, and to try and come out there and be successful. Now, yeah, you got a handful that can make it happen, and that has made it happen, but it ain't too many.
Well, I think it can go both ways because remember the late Steve McNair, man. He sat behind Cody Carlson or whoever for the Houston Oilers right before they moved to Tennessee. And I felt like when he got his chance, you know, they went to the Super Bowl. Like it was like, yo, if you'd have started him a couple of years earlier, you probably would have went to 2 or 3 right off the rip. It was just like I think sometimes it's about that person and also the organization. I agree with you with some of the GMs, they don't know what they're doing.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. I totally agree.
So from that, so you saying that Nah, okay. All right, I'll give you that.
I mean, if Tua, okay, check this out.
Tua, another example.
So Tua sitting behind Fitzpatrick didn't do him no good? Because I think it did. Because I think it did.
Yeah, it did.
Because he got better.
But they wouldn't.
He got a little bit better. You know what I mean?
I don't think he sat behind. I think he got. I think in the case of the Miami situation, I think Coach Flores got pressure from above to say, "Hey, we got this guy who drafted
all this money."
So Fitz, because
exactly
cooking, there was no reason that why did you take
exactly about the GMs?
Yeah, so it's like some people like someone got it was pressure from somewhere that said that got Fitzpatrick and Jordan was sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, so yep, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Thank you, Anthony.
And Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre did him
that
one.
Part. That did him wonders. That part. You know what I'm saying? It just.
But yeah, so like you said, Fitzpatrick should have yes, it did to us some good to us some fact, but he ain't sit behind him long enough, in my opinion, to where it's like if you don't let them cook long enough, then they're gonna then when they start looking at what was going on. Some of the stuff in which you was just talking about, CC, in which you're like, I sat behind, like, let's be true, let's honest. Fitzpatrick was okay. He was a journeyman at that time in which when he was starting before Tua was instituted. So sometimes the intrusive thoughts in the player's mind might take over. They may be like, I was like, I sat behind Fitzpatrick. He's not no Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers or Joe Montana or Steve Young or none of them. I sat be like, I'm better than this. And some of those intrusive thoughts take over, and then now you have the situation to where just like everyone is calling for the McDaniels to keep Tua's helmet, like you know what I'm saying, we just gonna have to find something else. Like you got to make another move. So I mean, it's definitely one of those you don't know.
If the Dolphins let Tua come back, it should be a crime. It should be a crime to let him come back. Like. Yo, make sure you get a clear thing of health, man. Not the team doctors, not this, that, whatever, man. You're gonna have to get 3, 4, 5 different opinions before we let you touch the football field again. You saw the way that man be freezing up and shaking, man.
Yeah,
that's just hard to watch. That's hard to watch.
It's very hard to watch. But let me ask y'all this: if Fitzpatrick would have had Tyreek Hill, would they have went further? Then they went because Tyreek didn't come to Miami until Tua was behind the center. But if Fitzpatrick would have had Tyreek Hill, would they have gone farther than they ever went?
Probably not, honestly.
I can see them making a second round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? With a Fitzpatrick, with something like that. That's the thing about some of these quarterbacks. Who they had around them. You don't have to have the greatest, but you got to have somebody that understand you, right? Like Aaron Rodgers, one of the biggest things about him is he makes receivers. The only reason Lazard is on the Jets is because of his relationship with Aaron Rodgers. You feel what I'm saying?
In Green Bay, right.
Yeah. Right. And he could catch some passes here and there for Aaron Rodgers because you know how Aaron Rodgers think and move. Sometimes I think the downside is that you put all that pressure on the quarterback to perform, but you don't put nothing around them.
That part, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Speaking of quarterbacks, as we get closer to the kickoff, and so we can make our pick. Speaking of quarterbacks, real quick though, yesterday the 167 that's going to be eligible to be into the Hall of Fame came out. So there's 10 quarterbacks that's on this list. And real quick as we go through this, let's see. I would like to get y'all insight on. Do y'all think any of these are going to make the list this year? Yeah. So you got Mark Bolger, Randall Cunningham, Jake Delhomme, Rich Gannon, Doug Flutie, Jeff Garcia, Donovan McNabb, Eli Manning, Steve McNair, Tony Romo.
Hall of Fame?
To make the Hall of Fame. I give him five. I'm saying 5.
Eli is a shoe-in for some reason. I don't know.
2 Super Bowls.
You can already put him in there. You know what I'm saying?
2 Super Bowls.
Eli is in there. And I
get it 4.
And I think just because of his status right now, I think Romo getting in.
Romo.
Not saying that I agree with it, but I think
Romo but how?
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Me, I'm giving you what he just said. And Eli, for sure, he's getting in. Eli, Randall, Cunningham. I think he should get in there. Steve McNair, Eric McNair. I think he should get in. I think
Donovan McNabb gonna get in too, man. I mean, Donovan McNabb should get in.
I don't see him being a first ballot. I don't
know that. That boy
yeah.
dominated. He dominated 5-6 years strong. Where you could, the Eagles was always in the NFC Championship game, man. Donovan.
Yeah,
and he was throwing to people like Freddie Mitchell.
But we only made one Super Bowl, though. Out of all them times we won NFC Championship games, we made it to one Super Bowl. One.
Yeah, but he was throwing that Freddie Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll make you a star. That's who he was throwing to before he got he had T.O. 1 year. Other than that,
we had some other people
like Freddie Mitchell.
We had some other people.
Todd,
no, we had Deshaun. We had Deshaun.
Y'all got Deshaun. Y'all got Deshaun Jackson on the end of Donovan McNabb's career. It wasn't at the height when he was killing it. Y'all got him, and as soon as y'all got Deshaun, y'all transitioned to Mike Vick.
And then we had some other people. Was it Quick? Mike Quick. I want to say we had Quick too when
none of those dudes are on a poster except for some kids wall in Philly. Come on, man, stop it.
That's you said they can't remember who it was. Like,
it's some other. He said Todd Peaks, and I heard him say Todd Peaks, but it's some other people too. I'm trying to think of. But it's about four. It's about 4
household names, and then he got booed. He got booed.
He did get booed,
and now they celebrate him. They booed him on draft day.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They did boo him. Yeah, on draft day. Yeah.
31 running backs: Sean Alexander, Terry Allen, Jamal Anderson, Tiki Barber, Larry Sanders, the fullback, Jamal Charles, Stephen Davis, Corey Dillon, Warwick Dunn, Charlie Garner, Eddie George, Priest Holmes, Steven Jackson, Chris Johnson, Thomas Jones, John Kuhn, another fullback, Vontae Leach, Dorsey Levens, Jamal Lewis, Marshawn Lynch, Eric Metcalf, also wide receiver, punt return, kick returner in his own good right, Glenn Milburn, Lorenzo Neal, another fullback, Clinton Portis, Tony Richardson, another fullback, Robert Smith, Darren Sproles, and Chris Warren, Ricky Waters, and Ricky Williams, all on this list as well. See, now what's interesting is we're about to start getting into the era that we grew up in, to where we see people in a certain light, to where now these are the people who was on the ballots or coming up on these ballots. And what's going to make it hard is because there's only a certain amount of people that can get in on a given time. This is going to make it hard is it's going to continue to push as people retire. Those same people are going to start to push the other people down. Like, just alone in the quarterbacks, in my opinion, we was just talking about Donovan McNabb, Eli Manning, Steve McNair, Tony Romo, Randall Cunningham, maybe even Doug Flutie. Some people in which we look at it be like, okay, they should get in, but maybe two of those quarterbacks.
Excuse me, fellas. I thought Doug Flutie was already in because
I did too.
NFL and Canadian football, right? I thought he was already in.
Doug was already in too.
So it's the simple fact that Doug Flutie is still sitting on outside looking in. And you got to tell you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and now, and we just saying, like, legitimately, we can say that there's some first round balloters from the start coming up. Drew Brees ain't even eligible yet. He's going to be first round balloter. Tom Brady is going to be a first round balloter. You still got some players that are playing now that are first round balloter's. So it's like that's going to. Is Tony Romo? Is he a first round balloter? No, hell no. You know
I think he's only getting in because of his star status, man. You know, like,
I was about to say he shouldn't even get into the hall, honestly, when I think about it. But I mean, he's a player that's going to be eligible. Will he get in? I don't know. Should he get in before Steve McNair?
No. Tony Romo? No.
But then these running backs, is there anyone that jumps out at y'all as getting in?
Sean Alexander, and Chris.
Sean.
I got Chris Johnson because he ran 2,000 yards. He only one of like 8 people to ever achieve that feat. So I think if he get in, it's because of that.
Should he get in because of that?
I mean, only 8 people did it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
In the history of the NFL, in history of the NFL, I don't know if one stat allows you, solidifies you as a Hall of Famer though. That's one stat.
I mean, I'm just saying like that. The rest of that list was weak. I'm just, Darcy Levens, stop it. Even though I got his autograph though. Thank you for the autograph.
He said Darcy Levens, stop it. What about Priest Holmes? Not Priest Holmes either.
Nah, Priest Holmes didn't play long enough, in my opinion. He didn't play long enough.
Who, Priest Holmes?
Yeah.
Eddie George?
Yeah, Eddie George. Yeah, I think Eddie should get in. If Steve get in, Eddie got to get in. They was the two together. You got to, like, in my opinion, you got to put them two. That was a tandem.
I was gonna say Eddie George averaged like 3.5 yards a carry, 3.3 yards a carry.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look it up.
I'm about to.
He'll average 4 yards a carry.
Let me see. Y'all wrong. You wrong.
He'll average 4 yards a carry.
Why he looks at that? Additionally, wide receivers: Anquan Bolden, Donald Driver, Antonio Freeman, Irvin Fryer. Damn, Irvin Fryer ain't got any yet. Torrey Holt, Joe Horn, Chad Johnson. Some of y'all may know him as Chad Ochocinco. Brandon Marshall, Derek Mason, Herman Moore, Mushin Muhammad, Jordy Nelson, Andre Rison, Jimmy Smith, Rod Smith, Steve Smith Jr., Demarius Thomas, post homeless, rest in peace, Hines Ward, Reggie Wayne, Wes Welker, and Roddy White.
Man, Hines Ward ain't in yet.
Nah.
Man,
you ain't gonna get in there, Hines. I mean, for real. You ain't gonna get in. You ain't in yet.
Well, do you think if you let Hines Ward in, do you let Steve Smith Sr. in? They was kind of like the same type of player.
Well, I thought Steve Smith did more.
Okay.
I thought he did more to get in, right? Like, I thought he had more yards, more catches, you know what I'm saying? Everything all the way around. But Reggie Wayne not in? I thought he'd been in, man. How long ago he retired? Like, I thought Reggie Wayne would have been in.
He been retired.
He should have went in with Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning. He should have been in a long time ago.
Yeah, he been in for.
Reggie Wayne was a finalist last year, just like Fred Taylor. So Reggie Wayne was a finalist last year. Does he get in this year? I guess we'll see. Tight ends: Ben Coates, Vernon Davis, Antonio Gates. First year.
Gates, man, come on! I can't. Gates, he only been retired 5 years.
No, Gates. No, it might be. It might be about 5 years.
Yeah,
this is his first look. I think this is his first look.
Jeremy Shockley, Delanie Walker, who was a first. Well, Shockley was a finalist last year. Delaney Walker and Wesley Walls for tight ends.
Vernon Davis should get in.
Hell no! Why?
You said Vernon Davis, right?
Yeah,
Vernon Davis ain't no first round battler.
Man, Vernon Davis, and Antonio Gates, the best two that you named out of that.
Yeah, that part, bro. Yes.
For real. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
Delaney Walker was better than Vernon Davis.
Stop.
If you don't stop, bro, if you don't get out of here, bro.
Both of them played for the San Francisco 49ers. Delaney Walker was even.
Vernon Davis also played for the Baltimore
Ravens. This is how bad I am. When did Delaney Walker play for the 49ers?
He played with, that's where he started blowing up at. And he was able, because he blew up with San Francisco, is what allowed him to go ahead and chase a big free agent contract. And he went to Tennessee.
Delaney I never heard of this guy.
Yeah,
I heard of him. I know who he is, but he ain't better than Vernon Davis.
No, I'm just playing. You talking about memory. I was like, Delaney Walker, hold on.
Yeah, I know Tennessee. Yeah, but
how can you leave out Ben Coates? Like Ben Coates.
Well, Ben Coates is probably the his career longevity is
Yeah, one ticket for the Hall of Fame. Who you picking, Chad Johnson or T.O.? Chad Johnson.
No, T.O., man. T.O. is way T.O. like the third best receiver ever.
Career.
I mean, he the third best receiver.
He's not better than Chad.
He wasn't better than Chad?
Man, come on. He got way more touchdowns, way more receptions, way more yards.
Because he played longer. Only because he played longer than Chad.
Why did he play longer, though?
Because Chad Johnson is only like 6 feet.
No,
T.O. is like 6'3".
This is what hurt Chad Johnson to me. And y'all gonna hate when I say this.
No, I know.
But when he left Cincinnati and he went to New England, he couldn't even pick up the offense to get on the field to play with one of the greatest ever. He was on the sideline. He couldn't even get in the game. So I lost mad respect for his football knowledge because he couldn't get on the field. And Bill Belichick loved him. That's why he picked him up. Right. But this guy couldn't get on the field.
I'm putting Chad in before I'm putting T.O.
Nah, T.O. way better, man.
Talk about my quarterback. Don't talk about.
But nah, T.O. he was a way better player. And what he did in the Super Bowl on a broke leg, stop it. Even though y'all lost the game,
no one had better footwork. Any wide receiver will tell you Chad Johnson has the best footwork in the NFL as a wide receiver. No one could hold this dude, bro. No one could hold
I thought he was a clown, man. Like all I saw was he ain't even scored enough touchdowns to be coming up with all them dances. That was the thing to me.
Like, he had to if he's doing all these dances.
I tell you what, look, okay, next time we talk, let's revisit this conversation. Look up how many touchdowns T.O. had and see what he averaged touchdowns per season and watch. I bet Chad Ochocinco probably averaged 7 touchdowns a season. They ain't even in the same league.
First, let me give you your answer to your other one. So you said about Eddie George, right? Eddie George played 8 seasons. Out of 8 seasons, only 2 seasons he didn't have over 1,000 yards rushing. 2.
What was his average?
His average was
3 yards a carry.
3.6.
See, he touched the ball.
But he had 10
touched the ball. He had the guy touching the ball 20 to 30 times a game.
No, he didn't. He hold on.
Yeah, he did.
That's not gonna work.
He had 10,000 rushing yards in 8 seasons.
Nick Chubb been in the league for 4 or 5 years. He's averaging 5 yards.
Here's the difference between good and great right here, Bishop. Barry Sanders played 10 years in the league and had 15,000 yards.
Yeah, you can compare him a year. That's not fair, CC. That is not fair. You cannot compare that.
I'm just saying, that's great.
You can do that. You can't do
that. You know what I'm saying? Great and I. I like Eddie George though, man. I like when Tennessee used to bump heads against the Ravens, man. You know, those were good games, man.
You know what I was thinking about? Who I seen? I was like, actually, there was a pretty good running back because his patience and wait for the hole, Le'Veon Bell, and it's unfortunate he had to go out the way he went out.
Yeah, he messed himself up. He should have took that money. That's the only thing that messed him up. He sat out a whole year. Like, the game is too fast for you to sit out a whole year. Like, you see what's happening to Deshaun Watson right now. That's what's going on with Deshaun. That's not the only thing going on with Deshaun, but man, missing that time. When you in your prime, I guess it hurts real bad when you're not injured and you coming back from an injury rehabbing or something. When you just out and you healthy, it seems like you pay the ultimate price.
Here you go. Chad Johnson versus Terrell Owens. Games played. Chad Johnson, 166. Terrell Owens, 219. Keep that there. 219 to 166 targets. Terrell Owens, 1867. Chad Johnson, 1372. Keep that there. Receptions, 766 for Chad, 1,078 for T.O. Catch percentage, Chad Johnson, 55.8. T.O., 57.7. Receiving yards, Chad Johnson. Remember that 166 to 219 games played. Receiving yards, 11,059. T.O., 15,934. Yards per reception, Chad, 14.4. T.O., 14.8. Yards per target, Chad, 8.1. T.O., 8.5. Bruh, stop. This man got 50 more. This dude got 50 more games.
You didn't mention touchdowns.
Okay, touchdowns. Hold on. Touchdowns. Oh, my bad. Touchdowns. Chad Johnson, 67. T.O., 153.
Exactly.
50 more games. 50 more games.
But that's only 50 more games than you. But listen to what you just said.
Only 50 more games.
That's what you just said. 219 games and how many touchdowns again?
153.
153.
Right.
That's averaging like 7 a year. Now, what was his numbers again?
166 games to 67.
166 games to 67.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's terrible. That's like 5 touchdowns a year. That's like nothing. That's like you did nothing. You're not scoring. For all them dances, all them poses, you're not even getting in the end zone.
Keep in mind, who Chad played with compared to
Oh,
who T.O. played with?
Wow.
Who
Who
did-
gonna go there?
Who did Chad?
Chad played with Carson Palmer, who wasn't a
Who was
wasn't
the
a
other
scorer.
receiver? Who was the other receiver though?
Who's what's his name? Who's Manzada?
No, the other one.
Yes.
No,
It was
that was it.
Manzada.
He
It was
had
somebody
some-
else. Who's
He,
Manzada? It was,
ain't have no bad receiver. He might have been the best receiver. He was the best receiver on this team.
but he had,
look.
to share targets. Who did Terrell have to share targets with? And I'll wait. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. Yeah,
he shared targets.
that part.
He shared targets briefly with
He came
Jerry
in the game
Rice.
sharing them with Jerry Rice. What are you talking
He was
about?
in Jerry. He
bro,
shared it with
stop
Jerry
it.
Rice.
He didn't. And he was. And
He
no.
shared it. Who?
And how many
He shared it
touchdowns he
with?
had that year?
Who
Probably
was it? He
3,
shared it with Dez Bryant.
bruh.
He shared them with who did he share them with in Kansas in Philly.
That one season, like who he named earlier.
It was nobody. It was nobody. Now see, now you going back. You was naming these people quick and Pinkston and now they nobody. You see that right there, people? That's why you gotta love the show. That's why you gotta tune in right there.
I'm just saying, bro.
You gotta pay attention. You gotta read.
I'm
You
just
gotta know.
Man, that's like that man.
No, that's way man. Come on, man.
That's almost 100 more games.
The fact that he got 700 and something receptions, man, when these other receivers that's in the hall got over 1,000. Like I ain't heard nobody under 1,000 get in at receiver since Art Monk. Like he had 800 and something, right? Like I ain't heard nobody since. I'm just saying.
Well, okay. I'm not saying Terrell don't deserve to be in the hall. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. But however, I just feel like I don't know.
And Ocho Cinco, is this his first time? This is his first time up eligible?
I think it's his first time.
No, it should
Is
be
his first time eligible?
Or second? It's the second year. I don't know.
It should be his second.
Well, yeah. If
I
it's
think
his
he's been
second
out
time, then don't let him in, man. But
yeah, I think he's been out for more than 5. I know he's been out for more than 5 years. See, Ocho Cinco.
He ain't no Shannon Sharp.
For so.
Just saying, nah, man. Ocho, he was good to watch, man. He was funny and stuff, but I just thought he was a little. I always thought he was a little overrated. And like I said, for me, that New England year, that like 1 year can hurt you. Like that's like Jordan with the Wizards. It's like, man, why did you do it?
He said like Jordan with the Wizards.
It's like, why did you do it? You had the perfect pose. You went out with a jumper over somebody. Like, then you came back. Then you came back to do that. To get cussed out by Jerry Stackhouse. I don't even understand.
The first balloters this year is Eli Manning, Luke Kuechly, Marshall Yanda, Marshawn Lynch, Tara Owens, Darren Sproles.
I knew that Tara Owens was.
Joe Staley, Aqib Talib, Demarius Thomas, Clay Matthews, Ryan Khalil are all first time balloters.
I didn't think Ocho been out.
I was like, Chad, you meant Chad, right? You ain't mean Terrell Owens. I was gonna say T.O. already in, ain't he?
T.O.'s in the Hall of Fame already?
Yeah, he didn't go to the ceremony. Remember, he went to his alma mater.
That's right.
He went to his
he's
Terrell Owens already in. So,
Chad, this is Chad's first look?
No, it's not his first look. I think it's.
Okay. Okay, that's what I'm finna say. No, this ain't his first look.
Does Luke Kuechly get in first ballot? Marshawn Lynch first ballot?
Marshawn Lynch should.
I think Marshawn Lynch gonna get in.
This ain't first ballot. This ain't his first look. Marshawn?
Yeah.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch. Yes. I'm thinking of somebody. I'm thinking John Lynch. You saying Marshawn Lynch? Yes.
Yeah, John Lynch already in.
Yeah. I'm thinking John. I don't know why
Kuechly might get in.
Joe Staley, Ryan Khalil might get in too. The center, he was center in Carolina.
Yeah,
it's always fickle when it comes to the offensive linemen because
it is.
You don't know.
People don't know their stats. They don't know their stats like that.
It's like you don't know what they be measuring off of sometimes.
Yeah, for their stats. Yeah.
And they be lying too, because they swear Trent Williams will be giving up sacks.
He don't.
And I swear I watch people blow right past him. You know what I'm saying? Are we watching the same game?
They might have blown right past him, but they ain't get the sack.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying they always he do more holding than anybody in the sport. And they say he great because what makes him great is he hold right here straight. Come on, stop.
Is there any greater left tackle than Trent Williams right now in the league.
No.
Not.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying that when
That's why
they say that he's great, you got to pay attention and you got to watch. And you say,
"Oh, I know, yeah, he gets just like sometimes he gets away with where he lines up at, but they cracking down on that now. So he going
they are.
They lined up in the. Y'all see the penalties? Y'all see these penalties, bro? They lining up in the backfield penalties.
Yeah,
bro.
That's what hurt. What's called that night? He got 3 in a row.
Baltimore.
Yeah. I want to ask y'all, what do y'all really think about the Miami Dolphins head coach, McDaniels, man?
I like him.
In regards to what? Like, yeah.
What do you like him? Not like him? Like,
I think right at this point, I think he's all right because definitely he's changed the culture in Miami. But of course, I could be a little bit biased because I think he was a better offensive coordinator than he's a head coach right now.
That's what I think.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes that's what it takes. It's like your offensive mind, it becomes different when you have to look at it from a different lens. And what I think, and honestly, what I look at it, I think defensive coordinators make better head coaches than offensive coordinators do.
A lot of times, right? Like I saw something, man, and I want to put that out there. I saw the great Lawrence Taylor talking about Bill Belichick because that was his defensive coordinator after a while, and he said real quick, man. He said when they first told him that Bill Belichick was going to be the defensive coordinator when Bill Parcells took over, he said, "You mean the guy?" He said, "You talk about this guy that's always in the film room." He was like some assistant special team. He was assistant to the special teams coach, and he was like, I forgot what he called it, but he was like, he goes to chase the balls or whatever, right? And he said, Bill Parcells told him, that's the guy that's been designing all of the defenses. You know what I'm saying? Since you've been a New York Giant, he the one been designing all the defenses. So it ain't where you start, people. It's where you finish.
Or you finish, yeah. Facts.
So as we get ready to get closer to the game started, week 3, getting ready to kick off. I know we talked earlier, but who are y'all going with? First up, Mr. 9-6 for now.
The GOAT. I'm going with Aaron Rodgers, baby. I'm going with old Aaron. I'm going with them Aaron. I feel like he got to show me something different for me to go against. I like Brissett. I do. I like Jacoby, despite the fact what CC said. I like Jacoby, but I think Aaron Rodgers and the Jets gonna get this dub tonight. So I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
As well, I am taking the Colts not the Colts. I'm taking Aaron Rodgers and the Jets tonight. I think this is a night that he gets it in. You still got Breece Hall. That's as a weapon. Garrett as a weapon. You got Sauce Gardner on the opposite side. You got even Braylon. Was it Braylon Jones or their backup running back as well? That's starting to be a little prop showing he has some chops. I think tonight, I ain't gonna say they get back on track, but I think tonight is a winnable night for them, especially when you take in consideration a rookie coach and over there and not the best of cores over there. So I think I definitely think New England is going to take an L tonight, and that bad man gets a dub. CC,
I talk all that noise about Jacoby, but I'm taking the Patriots, and here's why.
Here's why. Somebody look at this. Somebody look at
this. Through 2 weeks, they got a good defense. I like Bentley on that defense. And everybody's sleeping on this Chris Gonzalez. I think he's a better corner than Sauce Gardner. And you're going to see that tonight. He going to show up, and he going to shut Wilson down. They special teams is better, man. Like, they going to win this game with special teams and defense.
So I'm gonna put it to you like this. I think CC just want to go against us because he know how we did him last week. So he
and Ramondre Stevenson again, man. I got to ride with that guy. Like
yeah, I give you that. Nah, that dude, yeah, he balling. He definitely balling. I will give you the Ramondre Stevenson. He doing his thing.
Garrett Wilson, another. You know what? Something came out the other day, right? Oh, hold on. It was something which that we can talk about. Hold on. Let me see. Let me put it back up and look at it. I had it. It was something. So I seen a post, right? And let me know what y'all think about this, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 divisions. What would y'all think about these divisions alignments if you went with the divisions based on their geography. Northeast Division: the Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, New York Jets, and the Patriots. The Mid-Atlantic Division: the Cincinnati Bengals, Washington Commanders, Baltimore Ravens, the Carolina Panthers. The Northeast Division: the Detroit Lions, the Browns, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Buffalo Bills. The Atlantic Division: the Atlanta Falcons, the Jaguars, the Dolphins, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Northwest: that would be the Minnesota Vikings, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, Indianapolis Colts. The South Division: the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints, Tennessee Titans. The Central: the Las Vegas Raiders, Arizona Cardinals, the Denver Broncos, Kansas City Chiefs, and then last, the Pacific, being the San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, Los Angeles Chargers, and the Seattle Seahawks. Bishop, why you shaking your head? That's
the one thing they did was take Arizona from over there and put them somewhere else.
Yeah, that's too much.
I mean, and put the Chargers there.
Those are all broken down by their geography.
Location. Yeah, I know exactly.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't like it. This is why I don't like it. You put the Jets. You take so you're gonna get rid of the NFC and AFC because the Jets are one of the original AFL teams. The Giants, the football Giants, are one of the original NFL teams. I mean, I don't like the Chicago Bears are an original NFL team.
I know what he's doing. I won't say Trey is doing this, but if this is something that they're considering, they doing it because of the same thing. This is what they're doing in the NCAA. As you've seen teams go from all the way from the West, going all the way over to the Big 10, or coming to the Big 12. They're moving people around by geographical. Well, it ain't in the NCAA. It ain't even a geographical location because I don't know how USC is going all the way over to the Big 10 and they all the way out west. I don't get that, but either way, I think that's what some people have.
Man, you can't break up the NFC East, you can't break that up.
Agreed.
I mean, I think they would still be that, but I mean, y'all split. Now you have each. I mean, technically, the Eagles in this lineup would still be playing against the Giants. The Cowboys no longer will have any other affiliations with any of those teams. Which it doesn't mean they can't play them. They would play them. They just wouldn't play them
twice a year.
Hey,
we used to get busy twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Twice a year.
So of course, Russell's he commented and said all three of us picked against the Saints, and he's like, "What?"
And I'm doing it this week too. No, I'm just playing out. I ain't seen the schedule yet. I'm just joking.
So yeah, and like I was saying, it's day.
Saints, y'all better make the playoffs because that parade in the parking lot of the game. I saw the footage. The parade in the parking in week 2, y'all throwing a parade in Dallas in the parking lot. Shame. That's how you know y'all ain't used to winning.
So you say that's what it is.
Yeah, he said that's how you know they ain't used to winning. Yeah,
no, I think that was a payback from last year when y'all beat them in New Orleans.
But still, a parade. Come on.
Yeah, it was a payback. You know that's how New Orleans.
Giving up with the marching band already. Nobody but New Orleans. I love y'all for that. That's great. That's great.
I know the game about to start here in a few minutes, but I know there's something I was going to ask y'all. What do y'all think about Mike Tomlin giving Russell Wilson a petty game ball?
I think that's where Pittsburgh is right now, petty.
Petty. Did you hear about that trade? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, he gave him. But so, what was the reason behind
it? Because they played Denver and they beat Denver, and he came.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very sure.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do anything.
But because Sean Payton hate that guy. You know what I'm saying? Rubbing in his face that you on the winning team. I felt that part of it.
But that's that's the whole reason why he did. It was petty, and he did it because they played the Broncos, and he just wanted to give him something to why are we showing in Baltimore?
I mean, I guess when you really look at it, the coach got his back. You want a coach like that. You want a coach.
Yeah, because you gotta think he didn't get a chance to do it. And that's what they wanted, because after everything, how that stuff happened on the Denver exit and all that type of stuff, is like they basically kind of like forced Russell Wilson out right now. Oh, I had a question. How long do you ride this Justin Fields train with a healthy you're healthy,
right?
Healthy with your healthy backup. Your healthy starter in the wings.
I keep Justin Fields. I keep going. I go with the younger one, man. I keep. I mean,
you got
Russell Wilson. He's seen better days.
You got to, bro. You got to. You got to roll with him. Why change it? If it ain't broke, why fix it? Don't get me wrong. Justin ain't playing the best ball right now, but yet they're still winning. They're still winning.
So
you got to give it.
But what if it's what? But are they? What about when you noticeably see that they're not winning based off of the production of the offense? They're winning based off the production of the other two aspects of the game.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Like the offense is mediocre at best.
Is Russell gonna make it better?
It's be mediocre with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, what's gonna make it better because it's Russell?
Oh, that was so wide open.
What's gonna make it better because it's Russell? Like, I don't even understand why. Like, why it would be any different because it's Russell?
How many quarterbacks in that room are Super Bowl quarterbacks?
It ain't but one. But what does that have to do with anything? How long ago was that he won the Super Bowl?
True, but experience. We were just talking about experience. Hence the reason why we said Brissett is a better start.
Does experience automatically get you back to a Super Bowl? Because how long ago has Aaron Rodgers run the Super Bowl?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what's your point? Aaron Rodgers ain't been back since, and he won it way before Russell won it.
And y'all still call him a bad man? Y'all be true.
That part. because he got a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we comparing that to? Like what?
I'm glad I got to see the Tom Brady's and the Joe Montana's play and stuff, man. Because Aaron Rodgers, he tries to win. He plays where he most of his career he played hard. He tried to win and stuff like that. But I always thought that he also hold his team back. They've had home field advantage how many times up there in Green Bay and couldn't seal a deal.
Yeah, that part, bro. That part. I'm with you on that one. I'm so with you on that one. Is the game on? I must be.
It's on. Yeah.
What is the game on?
Oh, Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's. Bruh, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. Do not buy the NFL Sunday. Do not buy the Sunday ticket. Do not. Hey, y'all turn that off. That's too much. Good Lord.
So I did not know that. So with the Sunday ticket, you don't get all the games?
Yeah, no.
Even on Thursday?
Do not buy it. Not the third or the Monday. Oh, wait, is it the Monday? I don't even think you get the
Monday. Is on ABC. It's on ESPN on Monday nights.
ESPN, yeah.
Yeah, do not get it. So you basically missing Thursday games and all of that. Like, that don't make no sense. What are you paying for something that you're not getting it for?
Because that's what media rights is for.
Yeah, no.
Everyone gets.
No, that's.
You know what? Get back. Go. Get back on. Get into a federal job. Take a trip. Go work overseas, and you'll see it every for free on AFN network.
I done did that before. I've been over that. You ain't gonna. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need them. I know that.
You see it on AFN network for free.
Yep, Armed Forces Network. But you got to be up early in the morning to see it.
2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
In the DFAC, but you get to see it in the DFAC and watch it.
Yeah, and eat and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's the good stuff. You get to eat and all that. I remember that day. All right, the game is on. Okay, there. Well, on Prime. This is damn shame, bro.
Yeah.
30,000 different networks to you. Bro,
I was mad at the Peacock game that Friday. The Peacock or whatever, man. It was like, come on, man.
Oh, on Monday. Monday is Peacock, ain't it? Monday's the Peacock game.
That was that Friday, right? They played.
That
They
was
started.
the first
Oh
game.
yeah. The first game of the season. Yeah. First game.
Now it's like you said. Now it's NBC for Sunday night. It's Peacock NBC for Sunday night. YouTube for regular games. Prime is Thursday nights, and then set your feet, Aaron. Prime is Thursday nights, and ESPN, ABC are Monday nights.
God, I messed.
The media rights got to get them.
That part, bro. He said, military get 50% off of what, Alvin? 50% off what? Because I know, because I ain't get 50% off nothing. Let me know what it is, because I need it. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Let me know, bro. Aaron, come on, man. Like, come on, y'all. Second and 12.
How y'all doing y'all fantasy? While we speaking about it, while I'm still looking.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. It's been real.
I was gonna say I'm 1-1.
I'm 1-1 and I'm 1-1 in 2 leagues and 0-2 in the third league. Yeah.
I'm 1-1.
Yeah. Oh, for real? I didn't know that on Sunday Ticket. Appreciate that, Alvin. I still wouldn't say bye because it ain't worth it. Because you're not getting every single game on Sunday Ticket.
You get the games. Yeah, you do. You just don't get to watch it in entirety, but that's
not worth it. Who wants to watch the game after everybody done heard what the hell done happened?
No, I'm saying you get on Sunday Ticket, I watched the Red Zone. So like we was talking the other day when you was talking about certain things, I wasn't seeing it because it was on a Red Zone. But after it happens, then they go and report it. But it's no different from if you watch the highlights. Let's go, Brees. All right, that's 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm 1-0 in one league, 0-2 in another league, 1-1 in the other 3 leagues. So,
what do you think right now?
I'm 2-0 in the one that counts.
The injuries is a part of the game, Alvin. I mean, when it's all said and done, there's nothing really we can do or say about it. It's part of the game. It's just sad that it's so early. You know, some of these, the Jordan Loves they're talking about. Jordan may play this weekend because he did practice today, but it was
Justin
limited.
Jefferson said he playing.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson he playing. AJ Brown may play this week, so it's a lot of this is the thing. Like it's a lot of up and downs when it comes down to it, but we won't know until probably
just just talking about that Jordan Love when Malik Willis got a dub. Jordan Love coming back with the brace. What do you think about that?
I personally, if I'm Green Bay, I'm not bringing Jordan back yet because you bring him back too early, you're fooling around and losing for the season. You know what I'm saying? You bring him back too early, you fool around and losing for a season. Make sure he's fully healthy to bring back. You don't take you know what I'm saying? If old boy can get it done, they 1-1 right now. Green Bay's 1-1. If they can continue to get it done with the backup, let him cook for a little bit until Jordan is back. Yes, exactly. That same thing.
Yeah, you ever had one of those injuries? MCL, LCL, ACL?
No, thank God. No, thank God. That was an ugly injury. It could have been way worse. But yeah, no, I have not. Thank God. I'm glad I didn't. I've never had that type of thing. Mine's been just ankle sprains and the hamstrings and stuff like that. Which that's what's going on with AJ Brown. He has a hamstring tenderness or whatever you want to call it. At least give him 2 weeks. It's still early. Exactly, Alvin. Yeah, that's what's going on with AJ Brown. His hamstring kind of tweaked a little bit, and we know how hamstrings they do not heal quickly. And what you don't want is a full pull or a tear. So MCL, but ACL is a lot.
Yeah, MCL. Yeah, I ain't never had none of those either.
Me either. Thank God, I ain't never had to have any of those. But yeah, I feel like if he's not completely ready to come back, don't bring him back yet. In my opinion.
And I haven't had many. Like you said, outside of the, like we talked about before, the minor rotator cuff tear, the minor hamstring I had the one time. I haven't had really any issues for the most part. Ankle sprains, high ankle sprains. Those hurt. Goodness gracious, those hurt.
So early on, you see that New England defense early on already, right? Y'all see that, right? Did they already sack this guy already?
Yeah, they did. But
CC. It was 1st and 20. It's early. It's early. You get CC. It's early. It's early. Can they keep it up? It's early. Trying to get the jitters out. They're trying to get the jitters out.
You know what? I'm going for the Patriots, but I hope that sparked Aaron Rodgers, man. Like let's face it, the way he ended the last season that we saw him play, he wasn't the same Aaron Rodgers. He didn't even look great that year.
Right.
So are we gonna see any glimpse of greatness in a Jet uniform, or is he gonna go out like Brett Favre? I'm seeing Brett Favre all over again.
You think so? I don't see a Brett Favre.
Favre went out.
I don't think he went. Oh, he was right there. Oh, dang.
I'm seeing Brett Favre with the Jets. That's what I'm seeing.
Oh, Brett Favre with the Jets. Okay. I thought you saw.
I mean, when he first went to Minnesota, he was killing it. But when he went to the Jets, he was done. It was over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Jacoby Brissett, 61% career, 10,844 yards, 52 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. That's not bad.
That's not.
In 8 seasons?
That's not bad.
That's not.
He just don't win games with that.
That part. I didn't even.
You ain't never said, "Oh, he's like Mahomes." You ain't never said, "Oh, he's like Burrow." You ain't never said that we going to the Super Bowl with Jacoby. Let's go.
You know what? I would have liked Jacoby in San Francisco as a backup.
As a backup, I feel that.
He said as a backup.
I
mean, we got Brock. That's what the reason I'm saying that.
The longer we sit here, the more I think of different stuff. Right? Remember when Bill Belichick wanted to get rid of Brady, and Mr. Kraft told him he out his mind, and that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, defense.
How many Super Bowls do you think Bill Belichick missed out on by not getting the quarterback that he wanted when he wanted him? Because he had Garoppolo ready to go, and then they shipped Garoppolo off. You know what I'm saying? I think Bill Belichick missed a couple of Super Bowls because of it.
Because of what?
Say I'm crazy. I think he missed a couple of Super Bowls because of it. Because they
kept
Brady. Man, they went. You got to think when he was getting rid of them, they weren't winning Super Bowls. They weren't winning nothing. They was contenders, AFC Championship game or second round, but they wasn't winning like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they had gaps. They won 03, 04, and then they had gaps between Super Bowls. They went a long time without winning stuff. I mean, I think Bill Belichick probably got 8 or 9 rings right now if he could have made moves the way he wanted to. But I think Kraft his allegiance to Brady was just tough. I mean, he went to 10. I think he could have went to more if he could have made the move when he wanted to make them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm still trying to get. Well, yeah, I guess so. Because before Garoppolo started to regress, he was all right. He was effective.
Yeah, Garoppolo was not bad at all.
I saw what Kyle Shanahan did with him, and I was like, man, if he was Bill Belichick, dude, he winning Super Bowls right now. Like Garoppolo probably had 2 or 3 Super Bowls. You know, if he'd have stayed in New England, you know, like if they would have made the move at the right time. I'm not saying in the long run it didn't work out for New England, right? But yeah, I was like, you know, when you live in the moment, coaches had their mind made up. His mind was made up to get rid of Brady for Garoppolo. I think he had a plan to keep winning, you know, to start winning again and keep winning. And then that just made Brady. See, that proves the greatness of Brady right there, right? Oh, you want to get rid of me? I'm just gonna win some. I'm just, you know, that was the first time around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna just go to Super Bowls now, and I'm gonna win 2 or 3 more real quick.
Yeah. Not to mention that he wouldn't try to go to San Francisco first, but because they had Garoppolo, and he was like, "Y'all going with this guy? This guy over me?"
That part.
But I just think, you know, like when you some of them what if scenarios, right? Like I was telling you, Trey, and I take it all the time from the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, where it's like, look, man. Tomlin brought you 1 Super Bowl, but he didn't even bring you that. That was Bill Cowher's team. People hate when you say that.
It was though. It's true.
But but you know what? It wasn't, right? So
what wasn't his team?
How was it?
When Tomlin won the Super Bowl, that wasn't Bill Cowher's team. Those players were gone.
Man, stop.
Tomlin won his Super Bowl in 2009. Those were those.
Bill Cowher won in 2006 with those same dudes. The only dudes that was gone was the bus. You know what I'm saying? The bus was gone.
Because Hines Ward was still there.
Dudes, you know
Hines Ward was still there. Ben Roethlisberger was still there. They picked up
Hines Ward.
That's what I say. Hines Ward.
Antonio Holmes. All them dudes was coming.
They had all of them.
That was all Bill Cowher.
Yeah.
That was Bill Cowher's doing. Take nothing away from Tomlin. I think he's a decent coach, but I think for me, I gotta have some, more than one Super Bowl ring if you're gonna have that attitude.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk that noise.
Well, shit, he done won 22 consecutive. That's unheard. That's unheralded.
22 consecutive what?
I mean, no, 21 consecutive years, not a losing record. I mean, a winning record, 21 consecutive years.
21 consecutive years. That's like saying Tom Landry was great because he won, 2 Super Bowls after you seen him get thrashed. After you seen him get thrashed by the Pittsburgh Steelers year after year in the Super Bowl.
But I mean, that's kind of hair. You got to think it does. It speaks to, I mean, even to a little bit, it does speak to hair, some type of hair, because like we just said, he ain't had nothing in some instances, and yet he continues to have a winning season. Like he continues to put together winning seasons, even with no matter what he's given. It may not always be playoff bound, but they're winning. They're winning records. He ain't lost had a losing record in over 22 years. In over 2 decades, he ain't have a losing record. That's something to speak on, to hang a hat on, in a sense, in my opinion. Way
the bars move. I could say that in 30 years, my Dallas Cowboys have had 4 losing seasons. You know what I'm saying? 4 losing seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like in 30 years, we still ain't won no Super Bowl. I mean, none of that means nothing. You ain't winning the big ones.
4 in 30 years. Think of what you just said. In 30 years, y'all may have had 4 losing seasons. That means y'all have 26 winning seasons.
No, I mean we have 26 winning seasons.
Yeah, 26. I mean, y'all means y'all over 30 years, y'all have 26 winning seasons over 30 years. So yeah, think about that. Like you just said, 30 seasons, maybe 4 losses. Y'all done won 30. Y'all done won 30 seasons. I mean, 26 seasons in 30 years, where y'all basically have had 1 or 2 seasons or something like that where y'all had more losses than y'all had wins. For Tomlin, he ain't had that since he's been a head coach. He ain't never had a losing season since he's been a head coach, and he's been holding that down for over.
What's his postseason record? What's his postseason record? See what I'm saying? Like we could talk regular season all day. What's his postseason record? That's what the wins. See, that's what the wins should be. You know what I'm saying? The wins should be about the postseason because he ain't getting it done. Because he ain't getting it done.
Show me. I'm gonna finish show y'all something. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are about
this.
Is this soft? Is this
soft? They fired Super Bowl coaches.
Is this a soft move, or is it or is this soft, or is this fair?
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be that's excessive.
Oh yeah,
that's excessive.
I mean, he didn't slam him, but he still shouldn't have picked him up. Like that's
no, he slammed him. That's excessive.
He didn't slam him hard. Like dude, he'd have broke his arm if he'd have slammed him hard.
Yeah,
because dude stuck his arm down. He'd have broke that. He'd have broke his arm.
That's excessive.
He wasn't down, and I don't know if the whistle was blown as of the time before he picked him up or not. But he wasn't down. He definitely. Well, yeah, I don't know if he was down.
No, he wasn't down. Like it was that was excessive because I think it was the little at the end, like the pushing, or like he's tried to slam him as opposed to try to tackle and take him down. It's like he literally tried to slam him.
Yeah. I think it would have been. I think it would have been different if he.
Let's go. I'll give you the points.
I think it would have been different if if he would have grabbed him and kind of like fell with him.
Fell with him, yeah. It's like you said. It's at this point. It's optics. That looks like it was. That's why I said it looks excessive. It was not to say it was soft or it wasn't soft, but it was definitely. It looks like it was excessive. Yeah. With a key emphasis on the term key look.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, y'all enjoy y'all night, man. I gotta make.
Me too. Yeah,
yes, sir. Enjoy. Check us on Sunday. We'll be back. Holler at y'all.
We're gonna be easy. Peace. Sorrow 5 minutes.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
Right. Yep. For sure.